Kaushals and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video with Maybelline and they have challenged me to see whether or not I can do my makeup in 10 minutes. And this is the look that I came up with. Something very natural, something that you can do every single day and it only takes 10 minutes. Or does it? You will have to wait and watch the video to see whether or not I did this makeup look within 10 minutes. If you would like to see how to get this makeup look, then please keep watching. So I'm starting my timer and I'm moving straight to my face. So I'm taking the new Maybelline Dream Velvet foundations in the shade 30 and 40 and adding a couple of drops of my Body Shop Oils of Life facial oil in there and basically putting all of that on my face. So when I'm in a rush, I generally use less brushes. So here I'm just blending that product into my skin, just using my fingers, and the warmth of your fingers will help really nicely blend the products into your skin. And this is a very lightweight, soft velvet finish foundation and it looks really natural on the skin as well. So once I have got that all looking how I want it to, I'm going in with my concealer. This is the NYX HD Concealer in the shade CW06 and I'm putting this underneath my eyes in the usual areas and then also a little bit on my forehead, the bridge of my nose, on my chin and around my mouth. And again, I'm just using my fingers to blend all of this in place. And using your fingers is definitely the way forward when it comes to having less time on your hands. Once the concealer was all blended in, it was time to set those areas in place. So here I'm using the Matte Maker powder in the shade Classic Ivory, and it does have a slight yellow base to it, so it's perfect for kind of setting those areas where we've just concealed, and it also brightens those areas slightly as well. So here, as you can see, I'm just pressing that powder into my skin and also dusting that on my eyelids as well. And then I moved straight onto my brows. So for filling them in, I used the Master Shape Brow Pencil in the shade Blonde. I actually quite like using a blonde shaded brow pencil for my brows to fill them in because it doesn't matter if I'm really messy, my eyebrows still look filled in and they look really natural at the same time as well. So here I'm just running this through my brows just to thicken them up slightly because I am not blessed with thick looking brows at all, so I've got to work with what I've got. And once I've got the gist of the shape and everything going, I do go ahead and set those areas in place. So for that, I am using the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper in the shade Medium Dark. And this really does help darken the brows up slightly and makes them look a lot fuller than they are, because I definitely need all the help that I can in the eyebrow area because they are just so thin. Once I was happy with my brows, I moved on to my favourite part of any makeup look, and that is doing my lashes. And I used the new Maybelline the Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara. And I love using this because it really does cup your lashes from like the root and gives them a really nice lift and curl without having to use any kind of eyelash curlers or anything like that. So it's great for the days when you're in a rush. And you can really see it's working its magic in these clips here. And this mascara is finally available in the UK as well, which I'm so happy about. I then went ahead and added a couple of layers of this same mascara onto my lower lashes, and then just to make my top lashes look a little bit thicker than they are, I took my Perversion eyeliner by Urban Decay and I just lined my upper waterline like you can see me doing here, and this just gives the illusion of your eyelashes looking a lot thicker than they actually are. Once I was done with that, it was time to go and add a bit of a contour because you guys know I love my contouring. So here I'm using the Master Sculpt in the medium dark shade, and this has got a really nice cool tone to it, so your contour and your cheeks won't look muddy. So I added this on to my cheekbones to hollow them out slightly, and on my jawline, my hairline, and also down the sides of my nose to give a very slight contour. And once I was happy with that, it was time to move on to adding a little bit of the highlight shade. So I added this onto the tops of my cheeks, into my brow bone slightly, on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow and chin. Once I was done with that, it was time to move on to blush, and here I'm using the NYX Blush in the shade Bittersweet, and I'm just applying this onto the apples of my cheeks. And sometimes you can go in with a heavy hand, especially when you're in a rush, so don't worry, it's always good to have a clean brush nearby just to kind of help blend all the colours away. Then I decided to add a little bit of bronzer, so here I'm using the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer in the shade 06. This is the deepest shade, and I'm just adding this to the perimeters of my face and also in my contour and jawline. And again, it doesn't matter if you go in with a heavy hand because you've got your clean brush there, just to make sure all the lines are blended out nicely and that it's not looking too harsh or anything like that. I did decide to slightly deepen up the contour because you guys know how much I love a contour, so I'm just going in and adding a little bit more powder to my cheekbones and the sides of my nose before, again, making sure that it's just blended out nicely. And I did also add a little bit on my cupid's bow and below my lip as well. For lips, I used a lip gloss, and this is the Naked Lip Gloss by Urban Decay in the shade Beso, and it's a really gorgeous everyday shade. It's like my lips but better, and it's super moisturizing as well. I felt like I was running out of time, so when I did check my phone, I actually had about 1 minute and 20 seconds left. So I decided to grab my NYX Mahogany Lip Liner and just lined my lips just to define them a little bit. And if I'd known I had more time, then I would have done the lip liner first. But it's okay, guys, we're gonna make it work. I'm just going to town and adding as much as I can on top of this gloss, but ideally I would have done it before the gloss. And then because I knew I had some time left, I decided to faff around for a little bit. I'm just going and fixing my brows a little bit and just making them a little bit kind of darker with the same Maybelline brow pencil and just kind of fixing the shape. And here you can see me doing that, and I kept thinking, oh my god, the timer's gonna go off, it's gonna go off. But I managed to get all of that done and comb them through as well before it was almost time for the alarm to go off, which meant it had been 10 minutes. So here I am done. So this makeup look did indeed take me less than 10 minutes. I actually had time left over, which is why I went over my lips with a lip liner. I wanted to go for a gloss just because it's easy to wear and it's really comfortable and hydrating. But if I'd known that I'd had the time, then I would have put the lip liner on first and then the lip gloss. But other than that, this is my makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this 10-minute makeup tutorial. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and whether or not you would like me to do more looks in a shorter amount of time. So yeah, I guess that's all for now, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!